Hi, welcome back to Charlie's Nail Art Supplies channel. I'm Jo, I'm one of Charlie's brand ambassadors, and today we are going to look at the fine netting that Charlie has for sale on her website. Right, so it comes in 6 colours, okay, so you've got a purple, a blue, a white, pink, a silver and a black. I have actually already used a piece of the black, which I will show you in a moment, but you can see how fine it is, hopefully. Should we bring it down a little bit? That's better. So you can see how fine it is. It's really easy to encapsulate. It is. So singly it's 49p, or you can have all 6 colours for £2.29. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to encapsulate it in acrylic and in hard gel as well for today. I have actually already off camera, to make it a little bit quicker, used some normal, get it in shot, some normal Revlon Colour Stay Gel Envy in, it's called Joker's Wild number 640. So I've put that on as the background, and I've done 2 coats of that, and then I've put a coat of this top coat on, which is Colour Stay Gel Envy as well, but this one is obviously the clear top coat. So I've put, once those 2 coats are dry, I put another layer of top coat, and then I just pressed down on a piece of the black netting and held it in place just until it had dried enough to hold it itself. So it's really easy to do. And then once it was in place, I just snipped roughly around the edge, waited for that to completely dry, and then once that was dry, I've gone over it again with another coat of this, left that to completely dry, and then I actually took a file around the edge just to get rid of any rough bits. And then once those coats are dried, I just did one final top coat, so it's completely encased. It is, so that is normal nail polish and normal top coat, regular stuff, what don't go in the lamp. And then this one I've done in hard gel, so it's had a coat of Model 1's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a nice little sky blue colour. Sorry, the dogs always seem to bark at the most inappropriate moment. And also I've just put a base coat down, and while the base coat was wet, I popped over that netting. I'll show you how. So cut a piece off, pop the netting over into the base coat. Ooh, as it slides around, don't want it to slide around. And then put your netting over, and I actually cupped it underneath and held it in place like that under the lamp just for about 10-15 seconds, just until it's dry enough to hold itself. And then that has been encapsulated in hard gel. So, and then I've just given it a quick file and buff over. It doesn't take much. And then just done some top coat over it. So as you can see, it encases really nicely. So that's those 2. This one I did off camera just because it was a pretty long process. But that's got a Harlequin acrylic on the base. When it turns matte, I got a piece of the netting, dipped it in my clear acrylic to put on this, press it down, and it leaves like an imprint. I will put a photo up so you can see it better, because obviously the netting's got quite small squares. It's quite difficult to see on camera, so I have took a close-up picture which I'll put on the screen. And yeah, I've popped on top of that, I think it's peacock green I used, just to go in amongst those little lines and gaps, and then you give it a file before you cap it and it leaves a lovely imprint. So it's sort of like a graffiti background. It's really nice and it always looks lovely in a set. So that is that one. We're going to encase some in acrylic now, so let's get on with it. Okay, once that base layer has virtually cured, I've just cut a piece of the purple off because I think the purple will show up the best over this pink. Well, I hope it will anyway. I'll get some photos anyway at the end, so it, you know, should be easy enough to see. Just going to get a little bit of clear. Just to pop over that. Okay, and then we'll get a little bit for the bottom part. And then we get the piece of netting and just hold it over there. And then we're just going to hang on to it until it starts to set, okay? So instead of me hanging on and not showing you, I'm going to stop the recording because I could be here for a few minutes. Okay, once that's fairly attached, I'm just going to give it a trim around the nail. I'm so sorry if it's a little bit noisy today. I've got my window open where I'm using monomat, and I do this in my bedroom. I have to have the window open, I'm afraid. So you may get a bit of traffic noise. Now, don't panic if any of it's not stuck, because we are going to put some over the top anyway, some clear acrylic to hold it in place. And don't panic about the edges, because once we take the file to it, it should be absolutely fine. So I know it's really difficult for you to see on screen because it's so fine, but we're going to get some clear on that now to cap that in clear. Okay, we are going to pop some top coat on that. That's been filed and buffed off camera. I will get some pictures for you to see at the end, because obviously I didn't file that side very well, did I? It's difficult for you to see because it's quite fine netting. I'm going to pop that one in the lamp. Right, what we're going to do next is I'm going to encapsulate some in some hard gel. But I'm going to do pieces this time, just some small pieces instead of doing a whole one. Get all the muck off there. I'll be back in a second. Okay, what I've done on this is I've just popped on a couple of coats of Emily's white, which is 011. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to use foil glue to attach the netting. So I'm just going to show you that it can be done with foil glue if you haven't got any base coat to hold it down. So we're going to pop a layer of that on and pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds so it's nice and tacky. Okay, that has been in the lamp for 60 seconds. I have got a blue piece, so hopefully it will show up on the white. If you can hear anything in the background now, I've actually shut my window. But we live in a council house, so the people that own the housing association do the trimming and cutting of the grass out the front. And at the moment I've got a man trimming, so I'm going to get this bit done and then I'm just going to hold off for a second and let him do his job because it's so noisy. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're just going to place that netting over, and as you can see it holds it nicely in place. Give it a tap with your finger if you've got gloves on, just to make sure it is in the right place. And then what I'm going to do quickly is just pop a bit of base coat over the top now. Alright, that base coat has been cured now, so we're just going to cut off the excess netting. Don't have to be perfect because we will be filing. I've pulled out my Gelux profile hard gel, so we're going to pop some of that over. I will speed it up so I'm not messing around on camera because I know it might be a bit of a long one. Okay, that has been filed and buffed off camera. I'm going to put some little blue gems along the edge of the netting. Okay, and then last but no means least, we are gonna top coat. So we're not going to go over the gems, we're just going to go up to them, try and seal them in as best as possible. Go over that netting. As I say, I will get some pictures once I've finished, and then hopefully you'll be able to see them better. It's quite difficult to show you on camera. So I'm going to put that in the lamp to cure, and then that's all of them. Okay, that is all of them done. So you've got the one in regular polish and regular top coat, then you've got one in gel polish with hard gel over the top. This one is the one that I've done a pattern on. You might not be able to see it because it's quite dark, so I will put pictures at the end. So that is all acrylic. Then this one has been encased in acrylic, and then this one has been encased in hard gel, but stuck down with foil glue gel. So it's just a few ideas what you can do. I will take some photos to leave at the end, and yeah, have a little play. Right, let's do that again. Don't forget, if you want to go over to Charlie's website, it is on the screen at all times, and you can use a 10% off code to buy anything from on there, and you can use that as many times as you want, so you can use it on every order. Charlie has got various social media accounts, and there is a support group over on Facebook which everyone is very welcome to join, and you can post your photos of your creations on nails, and there is always ambassadors on there and Charlie to help if any of you have got any questions. Right, I will leave you in peace, guys. Thank you for watching and persevering through the video. I apologise if it's a little bit longer. Hopefully once we've done some how-tos we can get on and do some more sets. So yeah, it should be good fun. Thank you for watching anyway. Please do consider subscribing if you've not already, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video, and by all means leave a comment. Okay, and I'll see you next time. Bye.